With fall fast approaching, it's time to put away those fresh, citrus, refreshing, ethereal scents that we love to wear in the warmer weather. It's getting colder out. It's time to bring forth the heavier guns, the deep, darker fragrances. And of course, as always, I got you covered. Let's do it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Max Forte. If it's your first time landing on this channel, of course, this is a channel where we discuss fragrances, smelling great, and of course, making a great first impression. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 fragrances that I'm going to be wearing this fall, designer edition. Now these are just my suggestions to you guys if you want to check some really cool fragrances to wear as the weather gets colder. These are not the best fragrances in the world. They're just the ones that I'm going to be rocking out and reaching out for the most this fall. In other words, for the next 3 months or so. Coming in at number 10, this particular fragrance from the house of Azzaro. I love Azzaro Parfum. As you guys know, I love the fougere, lavender, barbershop type fuel scents. This here is Azzaro Parfum Intense, released in 2015. I have a full review of this fragrance. I forgot how great this fragrance was. It's basically taking that original fougere type scent and infusing with a boozy cognac accord and also adding some spices like cinnamon. This is just unbelievable. It's heavenly. It lasts a long time. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a beautiful woody spicy scent with that cognac note and the cinnamon and spices. It's just a great fragrance. And I'm also very curious with a new Parfum line from Azzaro that's coming out probably in the next few months. It's called the Sensual Blends. There's like a leather one. I think it's called Naughty Leather. There's an amber one. And I think there's a pepper one. I'm going to put the transition so you guys can check it out. If anybody watching this has access to those fragrances at an earlier stage, please be sure to reach out to me because I can't wait to review them. So at number 10, Azzaro Parfum Intense 2015. There is also a 1992 version that's been long discontinued, but this is a 2015, a great woody spicy fragrance. Coming in at number 9 from the house of Chanel. You can't really go wrong with Chanel when you're talking about elegance and sophistication. They took the original EDT, added elements from the EDP, and made this even a higher class, more refined version. Of course, I'm talking about Bleu de Chanel Parfum. I actually put a nice little dent in this fragrance. It was released around the summertime this year. I love this. This again, it takes the DNA, the original Bleu de Chanel DNA, and it just makes it more refined, more elegant, even more sophisticated. It's a little heavier than the first two. I have a full review on this one, guys. Check it out. As we know, that Bleu de Chanel kind of DNA, you know, the scent profile that everyone's kind of copying, you can't really go wrong with this. It is heavier. It's going to give you a very fuller, it's going to give you a more fuller kind of in-depth, profile with the scent. If you spray your clothes with this one, you're going to get good performance. It's not as good as the EDP, but the scent itself, I like it a little bit more. It's really growing on me. Again, I have a full review on this one, guys. Check it out. At number 9, Chanel Bleu Parfum Edition. This next one here at the 8th spot from the house of Maison Martin Margiela. Not really much talk about here in the community, but I absolutely love to wear this fragrance going out at nighttime. If I'm going out with my wife, going for dinner, you know, semi-casual events, just hanging out, nothing crazy. Maison Martin Margiela collection, the replica collection, which is supposed to emulate certain scenarios and locations. This here's Jazz Club, and it captures the essence beautifully in this fragrance. Look the color of the juice. Look how much I've wore in this fragrance. Jazz Club is a boozy whiskey laced with tobacco, leather, vanilla. Just a fantastic fragrance. If you like tobacco and booze, this is definitely the way to go. If you like the bohemian kind of atmosphere of a jazz club, really becoming, really, you know, appealing. This is a great scent, semi-gourmand, but really more of a woody, spicy kind of variety. A great scent from Maison Martin Margiela at number 8. The replica line is a great fragrance collection that emulates different settings and locations and times. This here is Brooklyn 2013 Jazz Club. Definitely check this one out. If you like boozy and tobacco scents, this is definitely the way to go. As you guys look at the countdown, you're gonna see a certain pattern here of boozy, tobacco, leathery kind of scents. That's what I go for as the weather gets colder out. This next one here is Talk About a Bargain. This could have easily been on my BBB series, The Big Bang for Your Buck. If you guys haven't checked out that, check out that playlist where I share with you guys great fragrances for great prices that do perform. This here is no different. This is Bentley for Men. Don't confuse it with the Bentley for Men Intense, which is a little heavier. This one has cognac, it has vanilla, patchouli, it has leather. A beautiful scent. It smells like a niche, high-end niche fragrance for a ridiculous price. You can get this stuff here at discounters for ridiculous prices. Guys, I'm gonna have all these fragrances listed below so you guys can check them out. I think the stuff here is less than 40 bucks. Heck, I think it's less than 30 bucks. This is just like the Intense minus the incense. A great boozy scent, leather and vanilla for the fall. Bentley for Men coming in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, here's another fragrance house that no one's really talking about, Robert Graham. I have all 3 in this collection. I absolutely love every single one of them. This here is a fantastic silky coffee, velvety sandalwood with a beautiful sweet amber dry down. We're talking about Robert Graham VALOUR. What a great fragrance, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, the coffee here is so silky and smooth, enveloped by that beautiful creamy sandalwood with that sweet amber. It reminds me a little bit of rich wood from Xerjoff. It goes into a different direction. This is sweeter, but it has almost like a velvety, leathery kind of a feel that embodies you, so soft, like a beautiful leather jacket. Guys, check this one out. VALOUR from the house of Robert Graham. Like I said, I love all three of them. I think the other one's called Courage, which is like a gin and tonic vibe. And there's one that's called Fortitude that I like to wear mostly in the winter time because it's like a spicy tobacco and booze. But this here, a great coffee scent, very, very smooth, great for the cold weather. And it's just very seductive scent. Guys, check this out. Don't sleep on this one. Not many people talking about it, but definitely a great line to check out. Of course, these next 5 are going to be the heavier ones that I'm going to be wearing in my regular rotation. Of course, I'm going to sprinkle here and there my top favorites of all time, like Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme, Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum edition, Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Those are like workhorses for me, as you'll see at my top 10 most professional scents. But these last 5 here, or these 10 top fall designer, are really the ones that I'm looking forward to wear the most in the next upcoming 3 months. Now here in the 5th spot from Mugler, this is Pure Malt. Now, backstory of this fragrance was released in 2009. It was supposed to be a limited edition. It got discontinued around 2010. By 2011 and 2012, this particular fragrance here was fetching upwards of $200 to $300 on eBay for a partial bottle like this. Forget about finding a brand new sealed. You're looking to pay $350 or so back then. It was re-released again, I believe, in 2014. Now you can actually find this at discounters. A great boozy scent with dried fruits. You have that beautiful tar note that you get from the A-Man. The original DNA profile from the A-Man is present here with the added whiskey note and dried fruits. A fantastic scent, guys. Anybody can rock this. You can find this at discounters, I think, between $45 and $50. If you're looking for a great boozy scent, one to wear this fall, I'd suggest this one for sure. At the 4th spot, to me, this particular fragrance I reviewed back in 2014, and it's a masterpiece from Dominique Ropion, probably one of his best work. If you love Chanel Egoiste, but you wanted something stronger, bolder, and spicier, guys, check Costume National Homme. This stuff here is bonkers. Let me tell you, it's one of those fragrances you're going to walk into a room, you're going to demand attention. It's one of those head-turning kind of fragrances. If you like Chanel Egoiste, but you wanted something darker, deeper, a lot denser, this has cinnamon, cloves, creamy sandalwood, a beautiful woody spicy fragrance, one of my favorites of all time. At the 4th spot, Costume National Homme. Check this one out. Now step aside, you faint of heart guys out there. This here is a very hair-chested fragrance at the 3rd spot. It's been on my #1 for my fall designer over the past 3 years. I am talking about Chanel ANTAEUS. This stuff here is just amazing. If you like corals from Yves Saint Laurent, if you like Dracar Noir from Guy Laroche, but you wanted something a little smoother, easier to wear, this is it right here. But it still has balls. It's still gonna push, and it's still very strong. It smooths out. In the beginning, it's a little bit of one of those fragrances that can, turn people's noses or turn people away. As it gets to the hour mark, as it gets to the heart and to the dry down, it smooths out and it becomes this amazing, alluring scent that's very sensual to me. This here falls to the 3rd spot because I'm gonna wear it very sparsely now. I only have a couple older bottles of this fragrance, and from what I've tried now at the Chanel counter, this has been really neutered and tamed down. It's nothing like it was before. So that's the reason why it's going to be at the 3rd spot this year. But I do love this. When I have a hankering for old school, classic, traditional, timeless scents, I definitely pull this one off, and I do it very well. It really agrees with my body chemistry, and I do get really good compliments with this fragrance. So at the 3rd spot, ANTAEUS Pour Homme from the house of Chanel. Again, not for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, at the 2nd spot, when I think about autumn, what comes to mind is a perfect supple suede jacket like this. So what comes to mind as a perfect fragrance that embodies that essence, I'd have to go with Yves Saint Laurent's Noble Leather. As the name says, this thing here is a beautiful leather scent with saffron, dried fruits, and vanilla bourbon, and a little bit of patchouli and dry down. Think of like Tuscan leather, gourmandish kind of edition, like a Tuscan leather intense from Tom Ford. That's what I get with this fragrance. Tremendous performance. It doesn't smell like Tuscan leather. It goes into a different direction. It does have that dried fruit, leathery kind of feel that you get with Tom Ford Tuscan leather, but it goes into a very deeper, more gourmandish, leather kind of accord. Look at the color of the juice. It's really dark. You got that vanilla bourbon that really enhances the composition and just, brings people to gravitate towards you. I love this fragrance. I get tremendous positive attention with this one, and I suggest you get this if you can. I found this at discounter, so you can find this for a reasonable price. This is from the Yves Saint Laurent Orient collection. Guys, at number 2, Noble Leather, a perfect fall scent in my humble opinion. Let me get a drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. If you do follow my taste, you know how much I love this fragrance in the fall. I talk immensely about this fragrance. Now, keep in mind, this has been discontinued, but you can still find this at discounters. And if you guys want to check this out, I'm going to have the link below. Get it while you can, because for a little while, this was hard to find and was going upwards of $150 to $200. I'm talking about Dior's Fahrenheit Lip Parfum. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is vanilla bourbon, it's leather. Again, it's got all the components that I talk about that I love at this time of the year. A little bit of patchouli, has the violet leaf. It has a lot of the component scent profile from the original Fahrenheit, but it adds this beautiful leathery gourmand parfum kind of essence to the scent. This here, guys, is an elixir of gods. I'm telling you right now, if you get your noses on this, you will absolutely fall in love. I'm very fortunate to have a few bottles of this, and I'm getting a couple more. You know, the place that I can find this that still has it, I'm gonna stock up on this because it's, like I said, one of my favorite scents of all time. This is in my top 10 designers for life. This is a great scent. There's nothing else to talk about. Enough said. Fall in a bottle. Look at the color of the bottle. It's like fall. You have the gradient, dark to red to orange yellowish. To me, it reminds me of the fall leaves. It's just a great scent. Vanilla bourbon, patchouli, leather, violet leaf. Fantastic, stunning, beautiful juice at the number 1 spot. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you're going to be rocking this fall season for the next 3 months or so. You know, September, October, November. Let me know what your go-to fragrances are. I'd love to read your comments below and start a little fall fragrance conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, stay fragrant, keep on spraying, and remember, it's not just what you spray, but it's also how you play. I'll see you guys in the next one.